Why the fuck am I out in the dark? Slowly fall into a sleepy. You're being manipulated and you don't even realize it. You're being brainwashed out in the open and you're not present enough in your life to even notice that. Saddest thing I saw today was this particular playlist name on Netflix. It said, watch this during the weekend. And it was a series of shows and movies. We've come to a point where another company, another channel, another platform tells us what to do during the weekend, which is sitting in front of a screen and watching somebody else's story while being completely absent with our own story. Now, it is so normalized that we don't even question it. If you get confused what to question and what not to question, what is normal and what is abnormal, all of this is because the abnormal was conditioned so deeply in your mind that you stopped questioning it and start accepting it. Now, whenever you're confused with this question, am I conditioned here or not? Always refer back to your childhood. Was your energy the same in your weekends? Did you sit in front of a computer and watch stories, somebody else's stories, or were you the most excited for those 2 days in the week? Like you were high on energy and excitement and the days were full of activity. So much so that your parents had to ask you to slow down, go to sleep because you have school tomorrow, and you would dread Monday because you loved your Sunday. But now, how do you spend it? Are you swiping on dating apps? Are you, and by the way, that's really bad for your mind as well. If you don't know about it, just Google. Are you scrolling on social media? Well, the thing is, you are feeling all the emotion that you want to feel in your life in the most convenient spot that there is, which is laying on your bed. So you're feeling that excitement, you're feeling that curiosity, you're feeling that anticipation, all of that is happening, which we do want to experience in our life, but you're experiencing that through your phone while being tucked in your blanket in your cozy bed. Who would really question that? Who would really challenge that? Why would we want to challenge that? We're at ease, we're getting everything we want, but you're getting those emotions only till a point. What happens after that? You start feeling that you're not getting the same kick anymore. You consume more, you scroll more, and you start feeling numb after a point. And that numbness leads to feeling depressed. Why the fuck am I out in the dark? And when you start feeling depressed, you tend to go towards more extreme solutions. And that's why a lot of people have porn addiction. That's why a lot of people have drug addiction, alcohol addiction, going out to party and blowing your money with friends addiction. Why? Because in the end of the day, we're all wanting to feel something. Now, you could spend your life doing this. You can kill your time doing this. Or you can choose to start living today. And it's not going to be a very easy to slide in choice because you have been living life a certain way for so long. The thought of making a change will be overwhelming. And I'm saying this right now so that later this limiting mind of yours does not start to convince you that, hey, it's so overwhelming. That means that this is not the time for you. When you're making a positive change, it should feel natural, no? No, not really. So, feeling overwhelmed is natural. And hence, if you're prepared for it beforehand and if you accept it as part of the process beforehand, you will not be stopped by it. Cool. So I want you to go back to your fundamentals and reconnect with your childhood and recall those memories that felt really good. It could be, for me, it was coming home after school or especially after exams and opening my drawing book. It was the best feeling, and I know exactly, I remember those moments when I would just open my drawing book and I would draw. And I tend to tap into that emotion very often as a conscious choice. And the creations that come out of that, whether in business, by the way, or outside of business, they feel so satisfying and I feel grateful that I'm alive. Imagine a state like that. You wake up feeling grateful Instead of waking up with the feeling that there is a big void that you need to fill in to feel something. Nope. You, as a system, as a being, you're already fully complete to feel everything right now. And if you do that by actually living real life experiences, you are filling the bucket of beautiful memories for your life. You're gonna feel more full, you're gonna feel more complete, you're gonna feel like life makes sense to you and you're not living life watching somebody else's, right? I want you to do one thing. If you look around your life and all you see is that multiple areas where you haven't taken any charge, don't feel overwhelmed. That is step number 1. And step number 2 is pick any area of your life where you will be fully focused to bring something new out, make some changes, right? Infuse a new emotional state, experience more there. And you have free will for your life. You can pick any area. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You don't have to pick an area which has to be the important area. If it doesn't feel exciting, don't pick it. Now, for example, you pick your habits, let's say. And to be more specific, habits 1 hour before your office timing and 2 hours after your office timing, because that is only when you can really make some changes for whatever reason, right? I'm just taking this for example. Now, start experimenting and exploring different things that you can do. Actually do them, and then you will get feedback from life. What is working and what is not working? What feels good, what doesn't feel good, right? When you have that feedback from life, real time, in your actual life, you will start experimenting more. You will start making more changes, and you will realize that you just started living your life somehow, and you're more active, you're more proactive. You are the main character in your life somehow, whereas just a little before you were not. And what that does is, this energy is very infectious, it's very powerful. It starts spreading out in your other areas of your life, even when you're not thinking about it. And you will just somehow start taking more proactive actions and choices that make you feel great, make you feel alive in other areas as well. And that's how you actually start changing your life. Your life is fully changed and you feel like, whoa, how did this happen? And in fact, you'll be a completely different person in 6 months of doing this, 3 months of doing this, 1 month of doing this. 1 month, only and only 1 month can be really powerful in changing your entire life. Just start with one single thing. So if you have any questions on this, just ask me in the comments, and also let me know one thing in the comment, that what is that one little thing that you're going to pick from your life and you're going to start experimenting. Because life is happening right now, and how you choose to spend your time today is reflecting of how you are spending your entire life. The micro is a reflection of the macro. Start today.